You got me here now, Cole. Ask your goddamn questions.
Faut que je me rappelle de tout. Ancien Marines propriétaire du club Singe. Ok, lui il est mort. Musicien de jazz victime de la fusillade du club Singe. Ah, il est mort lui aussi. Beau, je crois que c'est le collègue du musicien, il est mort aussi. Milton est beau. Elle a du poucave. Réfugié allemand des chanteuses de jazz dans un club. Ok. Mickey Cohen, c'est mon patron du crime organisé. Bon, ça va, j'ai quand même pas mal de réponses. Ça figure du crime et garde du corps de Mickey Cohen. Pas que lui. Oh, j'ai pas eu la bonne réponse. Et j'ai zave. Cause au morphine de surprise de l'armée. C'est lui, Kelso. Ok, Bishton, Beau, Eddie, McGoldrick. Ok.
I say we bust in there and find the goddamn evidence.
Goldrick, ancien Marines, arme volée sur l'USS Goldrich, case de l'USS Goldrich, morphine et surplus de l'armée, Goldrick, ancien Marines.
Did you know that Eddie McGoldrick recently came into money and bought a nightclub?
No, I didn't know that.
Non, je ne savais pas.
Then you didn't know that some mobsters blew his brains out last night?
Les gars de la mafia lui ont explosé le cerveau hier soir.
No, I didn't.
Non plus, non. Ok, juste. Morphine du surplus de l'armée, arme volée.
What do you know about the Army surplus robbery from the Coolidge, Jack?
What I know is that on 3 separate occasions you would have been dead if it weren't for me. I don't know anything about the robbery.
Ce que je sais, c'est qu'à plusieurs reprises. Ok. Là, ça se passe sur intimidé ou amadoué.
People are dying because morphine intended to help servicemen is being used on the street. Now we have guys from our old unit being killed by mobsters. We can put 2 and 2 together, Jack.
Gratitude isn't a concept that has much effect on you, is it, Cole?
Answer the question, Jack. Let's get this over with.
I was interviewed when the robbery took place. I don't have anything further to add.
You heard that a crate of BARs went missing?
No, I didn't.
Non, je savais pas.
I saw Felix Alvaro today.
Good.
C'est bien.
How was he?
Il allait bien.
A little pale. One of Mickey Cohen's goons had emptied about 60 BAR rounds into the bus he was driving. A public bus, in the middle of Hollywood. Are you going to tell me what's going on? Or do more innocent people have to die?
Yeah, and what's in it for you, Cole? Newspapers? More glory? Another promotion? Another medal at the expense of men who fought for their country? Count me out.
Do you know that there's a gang war going on in LA trying to recover that stolen morphine?
That has nothing to do with me.
Entre ceux qui veulent récupérer la morphine volée. Entre ceux qui veulent récupérer la morphine volée.
I'm sure it would be gripping to hear more of your life story, boys, but the truth is, I don't give a fuck. You were on the boat, Kelso. What happened?
You really think a bunch of Marines could muscle in on the dope rackets in this town? Between the vice squad and the mob, I hear it's pretty sewn up. You better watch your mouth.
Jack, we just want information.
Bullshit, Cole. Did you seriously believe that dragging me down here would get me to give up my own guys? You call yourself a Marine? Trying to make a name for yourself with this shitheel? Look at this chump with his $200 suit and $2,000 car.
The tough guy act is really impressive. I like you, Jack. I'd like to make you for this. I really would. I'm going to be working on it and keeping an eye on it.
Très impressionnant ce numéro de caïd, je t'aime bien Jack, j'aimerais te coincer pour ça, vraiment, je vais t'avoir à l'œil, tu peux y aller maintenant, Il a le
You can go now.
Shooting, Robert Steiner, 6780 West Sunset Boulevard. The victim is Chris Majewski.
Another name from the manifest? How many more friends of yours are gonna get plugged today?
C'est déçu d'aujourd'hui.
Talk about tension. That was like being trapped in an elevator with a married couple who can't decide whether they love each other or hate each other.
We go back a long way.
You went too easy on him. Next time, you leave it to me. I know how to handle that smug son of a bitch.
You don't. Jack will never give up his own men.
Just occurred, 3155 West 4th Street. Unit to handle code 3, identify.
Oh, je suis allé dans le restaurant vert tout à l'heure.
They just walked up and shot the man.
Ils ont abattu le chip.
Two of them officers, they went that way.
Go on, get after him.
C'est bizarre comment il était pas stressé, le mec, normal.
It's no good. We need to get closer. Getting close and steer him off the tar. I'll try for the tires. Keep your foot down. Hit him, Cole. Spin him out. Hit him. Clear this asshole off the road.
Allez, j'ai la conduction.
Watch it. These guys aren't gonna go quiet. Open fire!
Oh, yeah. Ah ouais. Ça c'est bien, Joe. T'as toujours l'enquête à résolver, mon pote. Autorité du port de Los Angeles non complet du passager. Michael Driscoll, bureau de poste d'Hollywood. David Hendricks, 957 South Thomas Statham. Félix Alvaro, je connais ça. Albert Redding, Léo Epstein. Edward McTroll. Ok. Valère Beckett. Jack Kelso. Et quoi, ils doivent de l'oseille? San Pedro. Madjeski. Il y a aussi Johnny Ginks. C'est tous les vétérans de l'armée, ça, en fait.
An LAPD file.
Un dossier du LAPD.
We have a traitor in our
Un
midst.
traître chez nous. Une équipe
All
de
of the
tueurs
names on the list
assignées à
have
chaque
a
membre
hit
de la
team
liste.
assigned to them.
Un tueur. Ça, ils mettent la... Autorité du port de Los Angeles. Ils mettent leur adresse, les tueurs. Depuis quand ils mettent leurs adresses? MDR. 21h au New View Building, Sheldon. La vingtaine de 75 cheveux noirs.
Cohen is meeting with Sheldon tonight.
Call 2. Cohen doit rencontrer Sheldon ce soir. Il n'y a pas des trucs dans la main. Tatouage quoi? Non. Tête de Rital.
We need to get to those guys fast, otherwise there'll be no case.
Il n'y aura plus de l'affaire. Calibre 35, c'est ça? Calibre 30. Scandale à la brigade des mœurs, ça peut remonter très haut.
We have to look at damage limitations. We can't allow that strumpet Brenda Allen to bring down the whole administration.
We've got to put a lid on the press. Can't someone talk to Harry over at the Times?
It's too late. The Times would look ridiculous if we dropped the story now.
Who is this Stoker?
Stoker's a lillywhite. Nothing that will fix this in the short term.
My law and order credentials are disappearing as we speak. Can we get Brenda to leave town?
Yes, we can, but she won't go quietly. Brenda has extensive records.
Can she at least lay low?
That's already been taken care of.
Mayor? District Attorney?
Who is this guy? And what does he want, Coral?
Name's Roy Earl. Detective. Administrative Vice.
Aren't you one of the clowns that got us into this mess?
Oh, I think that the orders regarding Brenda come down, not up, Mayor. I have a human interest story. It involves a certain LAPD cop, a hero from the war, who has led his beautiful wife and kids down, who has betrayed America for a German junkie whore, who has abandoned his pledge to the LAPD and his commitment to the public we all serve. Could be all over the papers by tomorrow, and you would be off the hook.
So what do you want in return, Roy? Fingering a fellow officer.
Je crois que c'était une salope celui-là. On n'a plus de musique. Je crois avec élément trouvé 3 sur 3. On va se barrer maintenant. On a rendez-vous à 21h, il me semble.
Help me out.
The post office, Cole, and be quick about it.
Ah, je porte par là, toi, sale chien. À moins que ce soit...
They're taking out all the guys from the ship.
Why?
Pourquoi ça?
How does that get them the dope?
They obviously don't know who has the morphine, and they're waiting for someone to crack.
La morphine, ils attendent que quelqu'un craque. Un match dans le bureau de poste, je sais pas c'est quoi ce truc. Bâtiment, elle parvis du cinéma, Chinese Theater. Bâtiment du bureau de poste, vas-y, on va de là. Théâtre, je pense que ça se passe plus tard. Parce que je me suis spoilé un petit peu envers. Oh, oh, oh. Pas une tempête. Derrière la tête qu'il fait, lui, on dirait.
Stay down.
You're pretty close.
Ah, pas mal. Pas mal. J'ai bien aimé le collègue qui m'écrase, pas tue.
Throw out the guns.
Clear me some space here.
You're covered, Phelps.
Weapons on the ground now.
I'm wide open here.
Stay in cover.
Petit rechargement.
Tell Courtney. Bad luck. It was worth a try. It was worth a try. God.
Encore.
Polar Bear Ice Company. They really did it. Wonder whether it was worth it.
Most people never get the chance to be rich. Wouldn't you risk it?
Si tu l'avais, tu ferais quoi? Tu veux dire la possibilité? Peut-être que lui aussi il était en train d'agoniser et j'irais choisir l'autre. Celui-là au lieu de l'autre. Possible. Parce qu'il était raide mort. Dans la soirée, ça à 21h.
Looks like Sheldon is bringing his own fire team with him.
Son escouade avec lui. Ils ont tiré une chaîne sur les Schmidt.
Juski, Beckett, Goldrick, Driscoll, these are good guys. Why did they get wrapped up in this thing?
Ils ont pu être mis dans tout ça.
Not everyone has your unwavering restraint in the face of temptation, Cole. Je retrouve pas une carte spéciale ici.
This isn't looking good. I feel like the fat kid at the back of a race.
You sure it's Cohen making the hits?
All fingers point his way. Your buddies are in way over their heads. Being a Marine doesn't mean shit out here.
Qu'est-ce qu'il a dit? On dirait que Sheldon... Ça sent mauvais, je me sens comme le petit gros à la traîne. Tu es sûr que c'est Cohen qui bute ces types? Tout le désigne. Tes copains sont dedans jusqu'au cou. Être marine, ça pèse que dans lycée.
Is it?
Il est du rendez-vous 21h15 comme il était indiqué.
There, line them up.
All right, let's kill these rat bastards.
On the roof, Cole, nail him! Keep moving, I'll cover you!
Find some cover!
Move, I've got you.
Stay in cover! Get in cover! Get in cover, now!
They're making a run for it, after them!
Ouais, c'est kiffant là. On le rush.
Kill a cop, and it's the electric chair.
I'm gonna put out an APB on every one of the sons of bitches on that.
APL to car 11K. Car 11 King, come in.
Car 11 King.
11K, go to Hollywood Station. Hey, Courtney Sheldon is at Hollywood Station requesting an interview with Detective Cole Phelps.
Well, I'll be damned.
That's not correct protocol, 11K. I'll take that as a roger.
Car 11 King en route.
Sheldon au comité. Putain, je suis toujours pas y aller.
You're driving right at them.
Je fais le fazer sal. Nous y voilà.
Roy, in my office if you please.
I'm working a major case. I'm not close, Cap. It's gonna have to wait.
Let Phelps do the interrogation.
But, Cap...
No buts. This is more important.
Alors lui, le commissariat d'Hollywood aussi.
I knew it wasn't safe around here.
Need a drink. I got the jitters again.
You're in interview too, Phelps. There's a quack in there with him.
What gives?
Beats me. Word came down from the chief. Said it was okay.
Sheldon. Is this your attorney?
No, detective. This is Dr. Harlan Fontaine. He came down here to help me out.
How do you do, sir?
You stole the morphine from the Coolidge.
You can't prove that.
Let's see if I can try. And what is your relationship to Sheldon, sir?
Tutor, mentor. Mr. Sheldon is a medical student of mine. He has a very bright future.
Oh, that's nice to know. Too bad all of your war buddies won't get to see your graduation. I would have asked Beckett or Majewski or Driscoll about their involvement, but that's difficult, considering they're all dead. That leaves you, Sheldon.
You can't blame their deaths on me, Phelps.
Qu'est-ce qu'on a? La morphine, cigarette valeur volée lors du casse, fusil mitrailleur barre, vol de matériel de l'USS, ticket, admission pour musicien, passager, cargaison de l'USS Coolidge, cracheur chronique contenant les détails de l'attaque sur Félix Alvaro et une note. Copie carbone du manifeste, passage cargaison de Coolidge avec les lieux notés. Cardé mentionné le rendez-vous prévu entre Courtney Sheldon et Mickey Cohen. Qu'est-ce que c'est ça, hein? Dis à Courtney.
Stare all you want. I have nothing to hide.
Notre mentionnant le rendez-vous prévu entre Courtney Sheldon et Mickey Cohen. Moi je dis c'est ça, hein. C'est ce qu'il a dit lui. Donc ok.
You're lying, Courtney. The other guys aren't smart enough to attempt something like this. You either give it up, or I go after Jack for it.
And how do you prove that, Cole?
J'ai le carnet du tireur. Et j'ai surtout les derniers mots.
Jack isn't scared of you, Phelps. None of us were. We just followed your orders.
Oh, le truc de merde. Oh putain.
You were on the ship, Sheldon.
Yes, that's correct.
So you had opportunity.
But it doesn't mean that I was involved.
So you don't mind that the mob executed McGoldrick, Driscoll, and Beckett to get to you?
I don't know why you're trying to pin this on me. Where's your proof?
Ça te fait rien que la mafia ait exécuté McGoldrick, Driscoll et Beckett pour remonter jusqu'à toi. Je comprends pas pourquoi vous voulez tout me mettre sur le dos, sans vos preuves.
We finished here, Cole?
Have you finished, detective?
I'm just getting started.
Tête
You have an answer for everything, Courtney. Let's hope Jack does, because now I'm going after him. Is there anyone you're not prepared to sacrifice?
Jack is not in this. He's a good guy.
You were Jack, Courtney. I don't care who goes to jail. I just want the morphine off the street.
What are you offering, Cole?
Don't be ridiculous, son. This man is gambling.
What's your offer?
Doctor, good to see you.
I'm conducting an investigation.
Upstairs in my office, now.
This man is about to confess.
As of now, you're suspended from duty, pending a fitness review.
What are you talking about?
You heard the man, Phelps. Upstairs and face the music like the hero you were. You certainly had us fooled, Detective. Phelps, you're one of my favorite sons. You've broken this old man's heart.
What is going on?
You're suspended, Phelps. Hand over your badge and gun.
Don't keep him waiting.
What is going on here?
Your wife's attorney has pictures of you and the German. Compromising pictures.
She's pressing charges. You'll be formally charged with adultery. A criminal cannot serve as an LAPD officer, as I'm sure you're aware.
I don't understand.
How could you do it, lad? Your wife, your children, consorting with the enemy and a dope fiend at that. You're lucky the war is over. You'd be taken out and shot. The department doesn't need this kind of publicity, Phelps. Hand over the gun, keep your head down until your board hearing. I forbid you to make any comments to the press. What the hell were you thinking?
Marie, listen, Marie, I need to explain.
Please leave. You're upsetting the girls.
Let me see them, Marie. They're my daughters.
Go to her, Cole. You have done enough damage here. Do you want me to call the police?
For God's sake, Marie. Can't we at least talk?
What is there to talk about? Do you love her? Do you? What were you thinking? What about our children? Can you imagine what this has been like for them? Go away, Cole. My father has hired an attorney and you will be hearing from him.
I'd like to explain, Marie. I'd like to tell you what I've been going through.
What you've been going through. I have had reporters camped out on the front lawn all morning. I can't stand it, Cole.
Si son gun, il le mettait à l'intérieur de sa veste. Le gun, c'est une lettre. Bah, autant qu'il profite. Ses copains, il faudrait être subtil et avoir des preuves en béton. Vous avez lieu d'être rétrograde et vous allez être affecté à une nouvelle division. Ah, c'est pas moi qui l'ai choisi. Gaz. Donc il a trafiqué, il avait une case, c'est ça? Je sais pas comment on appelle ça, comme un filtre, je sais pas.
Okay, everyone, keep it down. Cole Phelps joins the arson squad today. How'd you like pork in that German hoof, Phelps? Phelps is up before a review board in December. Until then, he works the arson desk. End of story. Phelps.
Yes, sir.
I don't care what you did or didn't do, Phelps. I hear you're a good case man. But if you fuck up on my detail, I'll have you out of here before your feet touch the ground. Do we have an understanding?
Yes, sir.
Cap, we don't want a fucking rat like Phelps, can it, Tilden? Phelps.
Oui, chef, capitaine, on veut pas d'un collabo comme Phelps. Va faire un petit d'un Phelps, vous ferez équipe avec Herschel Big.
I'm partnering you with Herschel Biggs.
I don't do partners. You know that, Cap.
You do now, Biggs. Social basket cases like you two should get along just fine. Biggs will show you the ropes, Phelps.
This is arson. There are no ropes.
It shouldn't take long, then. Start with these two. House fires. 326 South Kenmore Avenue. Steffen's family was out of town when it happened. Then go to 4414 Rosewood, family by the name of Sawyer. Fire brigade will be on location.
Are they suspicious, Captain?
That's for you to find out, detective. Now get out of here. Both of you. Get out!
Guy gave his wife a tap. I said all's fair in love and war.
I'm praying that those prints come through so I can nail that son of a bitch.
Yeah, the bum took a swipe at me. Put him down myself.
Yeah, I want to make homicide. You know you've got it made if you can get to that task.
Mister, a man like you always loses a battle of wits because you're unarmed.
That's the swine.
I'm not a loss. What now?
Captain said the first place was on Kenmore. Let's go.
C'est parti.
How long have you been working arson?
We gonna do the small talk thing now? Talk baseball, exchange addresses? I don't think so. Feeling down, hotshot? Need a buddy? We'll look somewhere else.
So this is how it's going to be, partner?
I already told you, I don't do partners. I seen you on your first day, hero, walking into the station with your chest puffed out like a little kid at his confirmation. You wouldn't have given me the time of day. And now you need somebody, and that somebody's supposed to be me. Well, it's not gonna happen.
That's quite a speech. I heard you were the strong, silent type.
You cracking wise, Phelps?
No, Big.
Sacré tirade. Ah, on m'avait pourtant dit que t'étais pas cousin. Tu joues plus malin, Phelps? Non, Biggs. Je veux briser la glace.
I'm breaking the ice.
Just drive, hotshot.
Any available unit, meet the officer. 211 just occurred at 253 Main Street. Unit to handle code 2 identified.
Continue to respond.
This is 11K. We'll handle the call at Main Street.
Hands off! I'm sick!
Nothing that a night in the tank wouldn't fix, bub. Now, where did they go?
What happened?
2 guys made off with about $1,000 in a paper sack. The Vag says he saw him leave.
I'm right here, you know!
Not much of a witness.
Sir, you need to tell us where they went. Now.
They headed for the parking lot.
Ils ont besoin de croches, tes nous on ouvre normal. Elle était pour nous la voiture. Ah, j'avais jamais vu que c'était le gars qui faisait...
Okay. One traffic stop coming up. Enough games, Phelps. Take this guy out. Don't leave me hanging out here, Phelps. Move in.
Ah ça, merde, juste un petit truc de mort.
Smash the son of a bitch's rear wheels. I'll try to shoot out his tires. Wish me luck. Get in close and steer him off the tar. Phelps, you gotta get me closer.
Oh.
Quite a ride you took us on. Get out with your hands up.
film, mais c'est juste une cinématique. Bon, je suis assez loin là.
Any central unit. Ambulance shooting. Any central unit. Identified.
Si c'est à côté. Si c'est pas à côté, va se faire foutre. C'est juste à côté.
Any central unit. Ambulance shooting. Any central unit. Identified.
11K, go ahead.
Ah, j'ai voulu plus de
Call
350
11K. Ambulance shooting. Meet the officer at the interstate bus.
Le bus tragique.
What's the situation?
Qu'est-ce qui se passe?
Some stick-up boys lost their heads and a girl got shot. We have to move fast, sir. There are still people inside.
Il y a encore des gens. On s'en bat les couilles de ce qui se passe à tire, on tire.
Stay down.
We don't want any civilian casualties, Big. Big! He's on the lam! On the floor!
Ok. Je comprends rien. Je comprends rien, ça va nous appeler parce que cette manette est fatiguée. Elle fait trop des siennes. Bon, allez, c'est parti. Bon, je suis là, le truc que je vais c'est là, le deuxième c'est là-bas, et le résistoire c'est là-bas. Je prends pas. Et mes achetés à côté qui a flambé pareil.
There isn't much left.
There never is if the job's done properly.
You think it was deliberate?
Nah, that's real pain in the face. They
They
would have moved out the things they care about if this was insurance. There's no mileage in this. Hello, Mike.
Hey, Hirsch. Cap this one.
Yeah. Mike Brannigan, Cole Phelps. It's okay, Brannigan. His name may be dog shit, but there's none in his hand.
No offense, Phelps.
None taken. Do you have anything?
The fire started late last night. Stephen's family at Catalina Island. Won some kind of competition. Looks like the only thing they ever won in their lives. You can come home with us.
I'd say they were pretty lucky, really.
They don't have any insurance. Everything they own, including the house, is not a pile of rubble.
Where are they sleeping?
In the car. Lucky the whole block didn't burn down. Word is they're bulldozing this whole neighborhood to build new homes for GIs. That's the man in the house. In the ruins. Terry lady is his wife.
We'll take a look around. Come on, Phelps.
Il regardait quoi, lui? Y'a rien, là. Insta, Los Angeles, Californie.
Recently serviced. Could be something to go on.
Révisé récemment, ça peut être un bon plan. Ça pourrait être une piste. C'est tout.
Maybe if... No.
Principal. Off color. Je pense qu'il y a une chaussure qu'à brûler. Il n'y a rien là.
Not much help.
Mr. Stevens? Cole Phelps and Herschel Biggs, LAPD. I know it's a difficult time, but could we have a word?
Go on, Steph.
You were out of town.
We won a prize. We had a wonderful time. Came home to this.
Do you still have the tickets?
Sure.
Agence de voyage d'hiver, destination Catalina Island. Vendredi 19 septembre, 18h.
It's a formality, but we'll need to speak to the issuing agent.
Nous devons voir l'agence de voyage. Vraiment.
Can you tell me any more about the prize that you won, Mr. Stevens?
Weekend at Catalina Island. My wife got this flyer in the mail from the Suburban Redevelopment Fund.
Did you enter any kind of competition?
My wife filled in a flyer. The lady just rung up and told us we won. It's the first time I ever won anything.
The redevelopment fund. Did they offer to buy you out?
They're building new houses. They showed their money and most of the neighborhood just packed up and walked away. But I never bargained with them.
GI houses?
Yeah, something like that.
That's all we need for the moment, Mr. Stevens.
All right.
J'ai senti la venue qui... J'étais pas sûr. Il m'avait l'air sincère. Qu'est-ce qu'il y a?
Once with him. You've seen the papers. I guess he's thinking about his own family. I'd say he's searching for some kind of atonement right now.
On va aller voir l'agence de voyage. Ici, c'est juste de la démolition.
Cole Phelps, badge 1247.
Cole Phelps, matricule 1247.
How can I help, Detective?
I need information on the Suburban Redevelopment Fund.
Yes, Detective. Just checking.
Oui, inspecteur, je vérifie.
The fund is a semi-government agency established to speed up the building of GI homes. It has private investors as well as a government endowment.
Huh. Do you have an address for them?
There is one listed here, corner of Beverly and Mariposa.
Thanks for your help.
Ça, je viens de voir Internet.
Any ideas?
We could hit the travel agent. Or try this suburban lead.
J'irai plutôt directement chez les pompiers.
Have there been any other house fires?
This is arson. We get an average of 2 a night. Does that answer your question?
Ils ont fait genre une petite déviation. Peut-être un peu fort quand même, faut dire la vérité. Alors Tom Sawyer.
Hi, Albert. We've got this case.
Hey, Biggs. We? You have a partner? What gives?
This is Cole Phelps. You may have read about him.
Oh, now I get it. Hello, Phelps. Welcome to the netherworld of arson. Family of 4 found dead in their beds. Heater explosion.
Another one?
Looks that way. Insta-Heat Model 70. Before you get excited, we get a couple of water heaters a month to go back. Take a look around the yard and see what you can find.
Mal.
Salut, mec.
You gonna stick it out, Cole?
I'm gonna try, Mal.
Je vais essayer, mec.
What have you got?
Family by the name of Sawyer.
Famille Sawyer.
Mother, father, and 2 kids. All in bed from the looks of it. Oh, I'd say carbon monoxide poisoning. The burns are superficial.
Time of death?
I'd say about midnight. Anything more exact will take some time to determine. Lynch tells me this has something to do with a faulty water heater.
Could be. There's been a spate of problems with a particular brand.
Lynch dit que c'est une histoire de chauffe-eau défectueux. Possible, il y a un problème en série avec une marque particulière. J'ai une hypothèse.
I've got another angle in mind.
You care to elucidate, Detective? This is a murder and not an accident. Sharing information has helped us solve quite a few cases together.
I need something concrete, Mal, before the department gets wind of it. I'm in arson for a reason.
I feel sorry for your wife and kids, Phelps, not for you. But you're a good case man. One of the best I've ever met. I'll help in any way I can.
Thanks, Mal. I'd say that's firm but fair. How about the insurance companies write these incidents up as acts of God? Hey, Biggs! Is this significant?
Regulator valve. Good find.
Detectives? This is the next door neighbor. Detective Phelps. Can you help?
They were supposed to be going away. They won a trip somewhere. But little Henry got sick, so they had to cancel. What are the chances?
Do you know who ran the competition?
Gulliver's Travel, up on Santa Monica Boulevard.
Thanks. You've been a big help.
Phelps, guy across the street. I've seen him before. He likes fire.
Hurry, you can still catch him.
Stop! LAPD! We've got an ID on this firebug. Stop right there! What's your name?
Herbert Chapman.
So you like fires?
Some.
Watching them, we're setting them.
I don't want any trouble.
Turn out your pockets.
You're a naughty boy, aren't you, Herbert?
I keep myself to myself.
Cigarette in a matchbox gives you a 5 or 6 minute delay. You want more time, you use a mosquito coil. Don't you, Herbert?
You like this fire, Herbert?
Hell no. I heard it over the fire radio. Sounded sweet.
When you finish following your leads, come and see me at the fire station. I have a theory about this.
Will do, Lynch. Take this guy in. We might want him for questioning later.
You got it, Detective.
Why have you got such a hard-on for this case? If it is murder, it's almost impossible to prove. Fire doesn't leave much evidence. There's no percentage in this.
I think it's more than one case.
They're house fires, Cole. Accidents, heater fires, gas explosions.
There's got to be a reason.
The reason is you want to be a star again. Forget it. Give it up. You'll feel better.
There's something to this. I know it.
What are you talking about? Arson is insurance. It's always been insurance.
We still investigate the cases, Biggs. The people in this house are dead.
Go soak your head, Phelps. This hero business is a full-time obsession with you.
I'm gonna make this case. I'm gonna rub the department's nose in it. Help me or stay out of my way. You got it?
Je peux pas aller à Insta Hit.
Sentry unit 211 in progress, 522 South Hill Street, unit to handle code 3.
Oula, c'est tombé.
Identify.
Accès, tu me fais attends. Mais je comprends pas pourquoi on va pas au truc de Hit and Hit. J'ai des voyages primaires à 15. C'est vraiment les vieilles publicités.
Detectives Phelps and Biggs, LAPD. John Cunningham. Can I help you, gentlemen? We have reason to believe that the Sawyer family of 4414 Rosewood Avenue recently won a competition run by your company.
Yes, I remember them. They called it to cancel at the last minute. One of the kids was sick. Very unfortunate.
Do you mind if I take a look at that?
The Sawyer family, Rosewood Avenue. Here they are, Steffens.
Fonds de rénovation, concours publicitaire pour un voyage.
I'm told the tickets were a prize. Yes, they were. You do a lot of these prizes. Look, there are hundreds of these promotions running at any one time. If you're the lucky guy, you get your name pulled out of a hat. While the Sawyer family were supposed to be at Catalina Island, their house burnt down. You consider them lucky?
Christ. I'm sorry to hear that.
Can you tell me who offered the prize won by the Sawyer family?
Sure. Look, there's supposed to be some sort of supervised draw with hundreds of tickets. But the reality is the Suburban Redevelopment Fund calls me every couple of weeks and tells me exactly who's won.
Tell us about the Suburban Redevelopment Fund.
There's not much to tell. They run a promotion. Our promotion's mailing list covers half of LA.
How much business do you do with Suburban? You get some kind of kickback from these guys.
Oh, so now you're accusing me of taking kickbacks from realty developers. You have some way of proving this, detective?
Il n'y a pas grand chose à dire, j'organise une opération publicitaire. Nos listes d'adresses couvrent la moitié de LA. Vous faites souvent affaire avec le fonds de rénovation suburbaine. Ces types vous versent des pots de vin. Oh, alors maintenant, vous m'accusez d'être arrosé par des promoteurs immobiliers. Bien sûr, écoutez, les tirage au sort est censé se dérouler sous contrôle judiciaire avec des centaines de billets. En réalité, le fonds de rénovation suburbaine m'appelle régulièrement pour me donner les noms des gagnants. Parlez-nous du fonds de rénovation suburbaine. Il n'y a pas grand chose à dire, j'organise une opération publicitaire. Nos listes d'adresses couvrent la moitié de LA. Faites souvent affaire avec les fonds de rénovation suburbaine. Ces types vous versent des pots de vin. Oh, alors maintenant, vous m'accusez d'être arrosé par des promoteurs immobiliers. Vous avez des preuves, inspecteur? Il n'y a pas grand chose à dire, ils organisent une opération publicitaire. Nos listes d'adresses couvrent la moitié de LA.
You're off the hook, for now. So you don't believe that it's suspicious that a guy who doesn't want to sell his house wins some holiday tickets, and while he's away, his home burns down?
To me, it just sounds like really bad luck. It's not like everyone who wins a prize gets their house set on fire, officer.
Thanks for your help.
No problem. Wish I could do something for that family.
You could put round the hat. A few bucks would really help them now.
I suppose so.
Good. I'll put you down for 50. I could tell you were Samaritan the minute I walked in the door.
50? Are you...
Good man, Cunningham. You're all right.
Yeah, I'm great. Poorer, but great.
Je suis inscrit pour 52, là, enfin, t'as rien donné. Comment ça se passe? Bon, Insta, il tombe pourra pas y aller alors. Instant hit. Sawyer. Suburban. Stephens. Non.
Let me guess. You want to check out the suburban address?
Great partners must think alike.
Left up ahead. Brother!
Continue to respond, sir.
Can you go right at the next corner?
Frenchy Elysian Field. 11h39.
This is supposed to be the registered offices of the Suburban Redevelopment Fund.
This is an Elysian housing development, Mac.
So Elysian is an investor in the redevelopment fund.
Looks that way.
Are we done here, Mac? I've got work to do.
Sure, buddy. Thanks for your help. Elysian are investors in the Suburban Redevelopment. So what? If you think I'm putting my pension on the line and harassing Leland Monroe without evidence, you're out of your mind.
C'est censé être le siège social du fond de... On est sur la même longueur d'onde. Shell. C'est censé être le siège social, le fonds de rénovation suburbaine. C'est un site immobilier d'Elysian. Alors, Elysian est un investisseur de fonds de rénovation. On dirait bien. Vous avez fini, j'ai du boulot, moi. Bien sûr, mon vieux, merci pour votre aide. Elysian investit dans le fonds de rénovation suburbaine. Caserne des pompiers, enquêter à la caserne. Elysian investit dans le fonds de rénovation suburbaine. Et alors, si tu crois que je vais risquer ma pension pour tomber sur Leland Monroe sans aucune preuve, tu rêves, mon pote. Lui, ça me bat les couilles, il est normal. Chez Zenfield à Frank Altman, Leland Monroe. Veuillez remplir impérativement les rapports à l'ordre de fonds de rénovation suburbaine en 3 exemplaires. Tout manquement sera possible de licenciement. Tout remplir.
So Elysian Fields builds the houses, while the Suburban Redevelopment Fund foots the bill.
Ah bah je crois que j'étais au truc suburbain là, qu'est-ce que je fous à Elysian? Ça a l'air intéressant ça. Par là lui.
Sorry, gotta go. While I'm here, my workers are probably putting their feet up and talking shit.
Ok.
Beer. Makes you see double, makes you feel single.
Beer, ça lui fait la double. Ok, vas-y. Il est pas fort.
I'm stumped. Ideas?
Lynch wanted you at the station. You don't want to keep him waiting. Lynch says we should visit him at Fire Station 32.
Who exactly is this guy, Lynch?
Lynch is a legend. You should feel privileged. He doesn't let many people into the inner sanctum. Keep your mouth shut, and you'll learn something about fires.
Je ferme ma gueule, c'est ça. Patron, je veux tarmac. Pompiers numéro 32. Alors si y'a Lynch, je ferme.
We came as soon as we could.
On est venu aussi vite qu'on a.
Son, you're a couple of slates short of a full.
Lynch.
Biggs, you two investigating the house fire on Kenmore Avenue as well?
Yep. Why?
I had a look around the place while I was out there.
Do you believe the fire?
I deal in facts, Phelps. Evidence of an explosion. No obvious sign of accelerants. Wiring looks intact. Come and take a look at this.
This the heater from the Sawyer fire, Al?
Yes, it is.
Ouais, c'est lui. Mais je l'ai vu, ça. On n'a pas celui des Sawyer, mais des Stéphane.
Huh. Looks like it was recently serviced.
Ça doit avoir été révisé récemment.
I have a theory, and it's a theory only. I don't have enough evidence to prove...
Al, if you say it's so, we're listening.
Okay, Phelps. You're a bright penny. You have a gas supply. You have a Bunsen burner as a pilot light. You have a regulator valve, and the balloon represents the gas expanding in the room. Now, the gas has to make contact with the mosquito coil to form an explosion. Let's see if you can work out the chain of events.
Il est où le ballon, je sais pas quoi.
Come on, Phelps. You need to get the arrangement right before we can reproduce the results. Good, your regulator's in position.
The gas bubble needs to be next to the coil if it's gonna ignite.
Okay, I'll light your pilot and turn the gas on.
You pull the lever on the left to turn on the gas.
Non mais je sais que ça va marcher là.
So that's how it's being done.
Maybe. There could be a fault with these valves. I've adjusted this one for our experiment, but you need to take it to InstaHeat and see what they say. Their headquarters is on North Harvard Boulevard, number 262.
Thanks, Albert.
You're welcome, Biggs. See you at the next show.
Ah, depuis tout à l'heure, je voulais aller chez Instant Hit, mon pote, depuis le début.
See him?
Il faut que je vois
Saw his picture in the paper. He worked that case.
de Superben, là,
Joe?
Spectacle.
The next fire. We should go to the factory and see how many of these things are going bang in the night.
You know this Chapman character?
Guy's a freak. Loves fires. He's the kind of guy that we'd like for a lot of things, but we don't really have any credible evidence to pursue him with.
Ah ouais, mais il a rien à voir. C'est une victime. Ça se sent.
Keep going through the turn. Next left.
Any Century Unit 211 in progress, 522 South Hill Street, unit to handle code 3, identify.
Il est où ton code 3? Nous on est là. Ton délire il est... On est vers là. Son délire il est... Trop loin. Code 1247 central, je laisse la faire. Instant hit. 14h47.
Hey, buddy, you dropped something?
That's the guy who busted all those Negro drug pushers last week, isn't it?
New and improved model. They'll be selling these like hotcakes.
When is America gonna understand? It's not about getting, it's about giving. 3 blondes walk into a bar. You'd think one of them would have seen it.
LAPD detectives, ma'am. We need to speak to someone in charge.
I see. Well, duty manager for today is Mr. Rasick. You should find him in his office.
Vous le trouverez dans son bureau. Bienvenue.
Are you drunk, mister? Or are you just cracked?
Monsieur Rasick, monsieur Rasick. Ok, le bureau de l'empereur. Ça c'est déjà lambda et ça c'est le chef. C'est ça.
What the heck?
Detective Phelps and Biggs, arson. We're investigating a couple of house fires. What can you tell us about this?
Pressure regulator from a Model 70 here. Let me take a look.
Faites-moi voir ça.
We have a problem. This has been tampered with.
Quelqu'un a trafiqué ça.
What?
Quoi?
You see this diaphragm?
Vous voyez ce
It forms a seal across the saddle here. Gas flows across from here.
Putain. Vous voyez ce diaphragme? Il ferme cette sellette là. Le gaz circule d'ici à ici. Le diaphragme régule le flux.
Here. The diaphragm regulates flow. It's been reversed. It's a subtle change, but it means the gas never closes off properly.
So you're telling me that this is not a manufacturing fault or service repair?
I don't think there's anything inherently wrong with the design.
Ah, il est bizarre un peu.
You're telling me that you've never had any problems with this heater?
Look, we've changed the design since the Model 70.
These things are still being installed?
It's the demand. None of us could keep up with the amount of housing going up. At the budget end, we're still using some of the old stock. We are installing 100 heaters a week. They're not all faulty.
They're not all safe either.
Are these diaphragms prone to failure?
They tend to go after a while. The rubber lasts quite a few years and then it perishes.
So the guys' names that I've been seeing doing the repairs on the heaters, they're fully licensed and accredited.
Sure, of course they are.
Sont formés et accrédités. Putain, je vais encore l'intimider, je crois. J'ai quoi comme preuve, moi? Sur le responsable basique, il est facile de modifier le régulateur de pression. Chauffe-eau endommagé pour ce révisé, faite par Reginald Varley. Individu. Valve de régulation.
You employ accredited mechanics to do this.
We call them installers. Technically, they're gas fitters.
Installers, then.
They know what they're doing, detective, if that's what you're trying to imply.
I want you to get me a copy of the list of your installers.
Okay, I'll get it for you. There, around a dozen of them. Housing business is going crazy at the moment.
Secteur du bâtiment est en plein Insta Hit Los Angeles, Californie. Numéro du contact. Liste des installateurs.
This is a long shot. We are not going to rouse that whole list.
On va pas interroger tout le monde.
I want to run it by R&I, cross-reference for arsonists. See if any of these guys have any previous. Sir, I need to use your phone.
Go right ahead.
Allez-y. Ok. Dis que je peux utiliser le téléphone.
Operator, message for KGPL.
Putting you through now.
Phelps, badge 1247.
1247.
How could I help, detective?
I need to know if any of the following names have a previous criminal history.
Okay, detective, run the names.
Acevedo Ernesto, Clemens Walter, Elgram John, Gable Leroy, Kelligrew Peter, Kuttner Robert, Limehouse Albert, Manning Franklin, Neves Raymond, O'Brien Thomas, Ryan Matthew, Spurgeon William, Varley Reginald, Zurich Stephen.
Clemens Walter. Previous conviction for arson and malicious damage. Burned down a house in Westwood in 1942. 4-year jail term.
4 ans de prison.
Thanks.
Merci. Ça allait vite.
Ryan Matthew. Charged for contempt of court. Attempted murder. Plea bargain down to assault charge.
Pour agression simple.
Anyone else?
Quelqu'un d'autre?
There is a Reginald Varley wanted for murder by Detroit Police Department.
Par la police de Détroit.
Thanks. You've been a big help, young lady.
D'une grande aide. Attends, les mecs qui travaillent dans des endroits comme ça, alors
Your employment roster is quite the rogues gallery, Mr. Rasick. Desperate times indeed.
Le temps sont durs, on dirait. Les mecs, ils ont des antécédents de pyromanes, ils travaillent dans des usines à gaz. Pour rénover les... Putain, c'est un truc de fou. La liste de vos employés et un vrai défilé de malfrats, monsieur. Les temps sont durs, on dirait. Tac tac. Ryan Mathieu poursuivi pour outrage à la cour, tentative de meurtre, a négocié une inculpation. Ah ben bon, lui. Clément Walter condamné pour incendie criminel, volontaire incendie d'une maison à Westwood en 42, 4 ans de prison. Clément Walter, premier lieu. Cole Phelps, central. Ok. Bon, ben Clément Walter, il m'a l'air pas mal, lui.
Do you have an address for Clemens?
He's working on an apartment building on Catalina and 3rd.
What about Ryan?
Currently working at a housing development on Normandy and 1st Street.
Varley, where is he?
Beverly and Mariposa, currently working on a new housing development. Hey, Varley's a good guy. You can't harass all my people.
These guys have lockers.
Yes, they do, but my men have a right to some privacy. Don't you need a warrant or something?
Show him and keep quiet.
Here. Happy now?
Vous êtes content?
Stick around, Mr. Rasic.
Moi, j'y vois que dalle. Franklin. Ivan Razik, Walter Clément, Ivan Razik et Regina de Varley. Comment ils veulent que j'y vois? Ils auraient pu faire... John. Ah, le voilà un. Reginald Valley. Repousse rapidement les moustiques. C'est efficace contre les moucherons à l'extérieur comme à l'intérieur.
My company went through thousands of these in the war. Still got eaten alive.
Bouffé quand même.
Varley has a problem with bugs.
You know that a mosquito coil takes an hour to burn down, Racy?
No, I didn't know that.
It's the favorite choice of ignition by arsonists. Gives them time to get away.
You're crazy. He probably lives near the canals in Venice.
Comment ça, vous êtes fou? Qu'est-ce que vous... Par un problème d'insectes, vous avez qu'un serpentin anti-moustique, mais 1 heure à brûler, Razik. Non, je ne savais pas. C'est la mode de mise à feu préférée des pyromanes, ça laisse le temps de partir. Vous êtes fou, il doit vivre près des canaux à Venise. Ah, attends, il y en a 2 autres là normalement. Que j'y trouve pas. Ah, je l'ai vu, c'est moi, je m'en fous. La loi et l'autorité. Un essai sur l'anarchie de Pierre Krapolkin, prix 500, imprimé par la société anarchiste de Los Angeles.
Some light reading on the merciless capitalist machine.
Sur l'impitoyable système capitaliste. Oh, mais je pense pas. Lorsque Dieu n'ignorance rien dans la société et le désordre dans l'esprit des hommes, les lois sont démultipliées, la législation est supposée tout réguler. Et chaque nouvelle loi en représentant une nouvelle erreur d'appréciation. Les hommes sont constamment enclins à entendre ce qu'ils ne devraient entendre que d'eux-mêmes, de leur propre éducation et de leur propre sens moral.
Ryan wants the world to be a better place, don't we all?
Comme de tous.
No good to me.
Ok. Puisque... toujours pareil.
Clemens is a fellow traveler.
Ok, ok. Oh putain. Pourtant, c'est le Walter qui avait des antécédents de pyromanie. Mais là, il a R.
Mind if I leave you to it? I got work waiting.
Je peux vous laisser maintenant.
3 birds. Clemens, Ryan, Varley. Where to, Phelps?
On va au Phelps. Ah, le mec a le truc de moustique, frérot. C'est lui, là. Reginald Valley.
What the heck?
En fait, ils m'ont pas laissé le choix. Bon, mais je crois que ça va être un flagrant délit. Ah d'accord, ils mettent la pression, genre, que je choisisse le bon chip. Ah, c'est pas mal. Il y a du travail de Varley.
Varley's on the run. He might be packing heat. He's wanted for murder. I say we take the doubt out of the equation and let him have it.
You nervous?
T'es nerveux?
It's been a while.
Ça fait longtemps.
You were in combat.
Tu as fait la guerre.
In 1917.
Je peux utiliser mon arme depuis que je suis flic.
You know, I never fired my weapon in the line of duty.
That's nothing to be ashamed of. I hope your piece is still serviceable, Herschel.
I may be old and out of practice, but I'm still a Marine, Phelps.
It would be better for our case if we could bring him in, Herschel.
De toute façon, soit je vais voir lui, soit je vais voir Walter. C'est les deux les plus suspects par rapport à leur antécédent et ce qu'ils avaient dans le casier. Il est là, le bâtard. De travail de voler, 18h36.
LAPD, Varley! Stop or I'll shoot!
Arrête où je tire. Tu vois, direct.
Come on, Varley! You can't keep running forever! You run all the way from Michigan, Reginald?
Only movie stars have things like that.
Ça rate même pas l'autre action truc.
The women don't find you handsome?
Stop or I will shoot!
Ça, c'est bien ça. On est cul pour pouvoir passer
Why did you run from us, Farley?
I'm gonna take a wild guess. You're the same Reginald Varley. The Detroit police have an outstanding warrant. How am I doing so far?
I need a lawyer before I talk to any of you.
Reginald Varley, you're under arrest for committing a series of arsons. You're also under arrest for murder. Detroit PD will be putting in a request for your extradition. Until then, your guest is
arson. You can't hang that rap on me.
Be quiet. Be thankful we don't shoot you.
Are all the cops in this town crazy?
Take him away, officer.
S'il faut, c'était pas lui. Arrêtez, je suis pas un fuite avec un tir de son machin. Okay. Individu. Walter Clément.
Continue to respond.
Attends, c'est bien lui, c'est Walter Clément. Casier judiciaire de Clément. A déjà été condamné à 4 ans de prison pour incendie. A déjà été condamné pour outrage et agression. Et recherché pour meurtre dans la police des 3. Ok, ouais, c'est bien Walter Clément. Ah, c'est bon.
KGPL to any central unit. Meet the officer, a hit-run felony at 6th and Alvarado. Any unit able to handle code 2 identified.
Biggs, LAPD. We want some answers and we want them quick.
Okay.
D'accord, qu'est-ce qui se passe?
What's this all about? Just tell me what you want.
You were licensed and worked for Insta.
I contract for them. So what?
Au contrat, et alors? On est chimie direct et là on dirait qu'il comprend pas qu'est-ce qu'on veut. Bon.
You did 4 years for burning down a house in Westwood. What are you doing working as a gas fitter?
I did my time for that.
Mon temps pour ça. Merde.
Do you know Matthew Ryan?
No.
Non,
don't know the name.
You and Ryan are fifth columnists.
And how do you figure that, wise guy? What proof do you have? Been following me to meetings?
Non, j'ai trouvé ça dans ton casier.
We found a pamphlet in your locker, Clemens. We can add your name to the register. HUAC might want to interview you.
That shit was from Ryan. He's always pushing that shit on people. Drives me nuts. He's got it in for the company.
You know Reginald Varley?
No?
Non, pas vraiment.
Can't say I do.
Detroit PD is after Reginald Varley for murder. You want us to run you in for aiding and abetting Clemens?
Whoa, 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 whoa. All I know about Varley is he gets kickbacks from some developer. Does their work first, spreads around if he can.
All right, Clemens. You're off the hook for the moment.
Can I get back to work now?
Let's get out of here, Phelps. He ain't our guy.
Je l'ai coffré déjà, celui que...
Come on!
Are you Matthew Ryan?
Vous êtes Macho Ryan?
Who's asking?
Detective Phelps and Biggs, arson squad. Arson?
You heard the man.
T'as bien entendu.
Let's just put this stuff in the car and I'll be right with you.
Hold it, Ryan.
I said, son of a bitch.
Those are GI's backyards he's crashing through.
The damage is only cosmetic.
He's a one-man wrecking ball.
Move in. I'll take out the van. Get in close and steer him off the top.
Putain de voiture.
He's going to kill those men.
They'll get out of the way.
Only if they hear him coming.
Close in, Phelps. We need to take Ryan down before he hurts somebody. Don't go to sleep on me. Get in close. Enough games, Phelps. Take this guy out. I'll go for the tires. That ought to slow the son of a bitch down.
He's got an arson-related assault charge, and he's running.
Running don't mean nothing. We gotta get this guy in a room before we can get an angle on him.
This man...
Qu'est-ce qu'ils ont dit? Je passe dans la voiture, sale fils de pute. Arrêtez-moi, tu vois. Il détruit les jardins des GI. Red bien méchant. Ce type détruit tout sur son passage. Fausse, je me charge de la camionnette. Il va tuer ces types. Il va s'écarter. S'il entend arriver, rapproche-toi faible. Il faut s'occuper de Ryan avant qu'il ne blesse quelqu'un. Il a déjà été inculpé pour incendie et il se tire. Ça ne prouve rien. Il faut d'abord l'arrêter avant de pouvoir lui mettre un truc sur le dos. Il faut absolument l'arrêter.
Has got to be stopped.
Give it up, LAPD.
Why did you run, Ryan?
I was scared.
You got a reason to be scared, Ryan?
Matthew Ryan, I'm arresting you on suspicion of committing a series of arsons.
S'il faut, c'est le seul qui s'est pas barré qui est suspect, qui est le plus suspect, qui est vraiment le criminel. S'il y a une maison qui explose, ça voudrait dire que c'est ça. À moins qu'il ait eu le temps de finir son taf.
We have three suspects. As much as I'd like it to be Chapman, I think it's one of the other two guys. Let's get to the station and close this case.
Putain, c'est lequel le troisième suspect? Je me rappelle pas. Le commissariat de Wiltshire. Ça va. On fait ça quand il y a trop de monde sur la route, tu vois. Tranquille. appelle ça des raccourcis. Commissariat de Wilshire, 19h30.
I have two suspects. Phelps, you got nothing.
Biggs,
Ryan's waiting for you in interview 1. Farley's in 2.
Hey, Hopkins, you practicing your asshole routine again? Come on, Phelps.
I didn't want to arrest the kid, so I gave him a dusting he wouldn't forget.
Bon, c'est qui ici?
Save yourself some time and get this thing off your chest.
If that's your opening gambit, you better try again.
Propagande anarchiste, instant 1970, innovation, inculpation de tentative de meurtre. Parce que ça, en vérité, je peux directement lui parler de ça. Ouais.
So you want to change the world, Ryan?
Yes, I do.
Oui.
So does every reasonable person.
And you're doing your part?
Yes, I am.
Does that include sabotaging water heaters to destroy a company?
I have no idea what you're talking about.
Pas du tout de quoi vous parlez. Ah, moi non plus, là.
This is industrial sabotage, Ryan. It's all part of your campaign.
You're delusional, detective. What campaign?
Chaufferie visé par Ryan, ticket de loterie. Tract anarchiste de Walter, tract anarchiste de...
Your locker is full of pamphlets. Clemens told us how you were always foisting them on people.
Sure. I spread the pamphlets. A guy has to do something. Insta-heat heaters break down every day. They're still peddling the same lousy design that they lifted from Hephaestus.
Insta-heat bought out Hephaestus?
Them, Vulcan, Pyro, and a bunch of other companies.
And you still work for them?
The guy has to work.
And the directors of the company, how do you feel about them these days?
You work it out.
What can you tell me about the Suburban Redevelopment Fund?
Nothing.
Rien.
I think Suburban is a front for your anarchist buddies. They're arranging for people to be out of town while you burn their houses down.
Suburban? What's that got to do with me? That's Farley's bilk. He's the one with the cozy agreement with those fascists.
Varley, t'as vu, m'a dit directement parler de Varley. Très bien. Très bien, très bien, très bien, très bien. Inculpation de tentative pour meurtre.
You have a history of violence.
I have no such thing.
Jamais de la vie. Le casier de Ryan, je l'ai.
You're lying, Ryan.
And how exactly are you going to prove that?
Il est con, quoi.
You were charged with attempted murder, Ryan.
It was a court case. No criminal liability was the verdict. They said that they couldn't have known that the faulty heater installation would cause fire. All I know is I lost my whole family. And the company that was responsible got away with it. What would you do?
Which company?
Asbestos Water Heater Company.
You know how to reverse a diaphragm in the regulator valve of a Model 70 heater?
No, I don't.
Non. Il m'a l'air sincère. Il a voulu tuer des gens. Il m'a l'air sincère, mais...
I can wait just as long as you can.
You expect me to believe that, Ryan? I can do it myself.
Même moi, je peux le faire.
Believe whatever you want, Flatfoot. You're part of the conspiracy.
Vous faites partie du complot.
That's it for the moment, Ryan.
So I can go?
Sure. As soon as your red friends storm the building and carry you out, you'll keep your seat until we decide how long to lock you up for, knucklehead.
I didn't want to arrest
Je savais que j'aurais dû être sympathique, mais je sais pas, je l'ai vu ravaler sa salive, là. Je crois que Ryan...
The procedure says we eliminate all of the
La
suspects.
procédure veut qu'on élimine tous les
I speak
suspects.
to Varley.
Pour la Varley. Moi, je vois plus Varley comme notre homme. Je sais même plus qui c'est Ryan, c'est qui Ryan? D'où Ryan, c'est notre homme? T'as craqué, toi? C'est pas lui notre homme, t'es con. C'est Varley notre homme. 100% c'est ce bâtard.
Yeah, I'm thinking of moving up to a 45. I want to put him down to one round.
What do you think?
Maybe.
We have Matthew Ryan in custody, Varley. I think all we need to do is ask him about this, and he'll rat you out.
Fuck Ryan, that pinko bastard.
Fort et gauchiste.
Have you ever worked on a place on Rosewood Avenue? Family by the name of Sawyer?
Maybe. I'm from out of town. I go where they send me.
Je vais où on m'envoie.
I don't do a lot of repairs.
Des réparations et surtout
flat out on
des
new
installations.
installations.
Varley, I can hand you over for extradition now.
Quelque chose, soit je vous remets au flic de Détroit. Vous choisissez quoi?
I'm giving it to you
Je
straight.
suis réglo avec vous.
I
Je vous ai
told
dit
you
tout ce
all I
que je
know.
savais. Putain de merde.
What would reversing the
Qu'est-ce qui se passe
diaphragm of
quand
an
on inverse le
Insta-Heat
diaphragme
Model
d'un
70 do?
Insta-Heat modèle 70?
Yeah, I made that mistake before.
J'ai déjà fait cette erreur, ça explose
You
quand on
get a big
rallume la
bang and you
veilleuse.
turn the pilot back on.
Pourquoi il s'est
So you
barré?
didn't
Alors,
deliberately
vous n'avez pas
sabotage the
saboté
water heater
intentionnellement
at the
le
Sawyer
chauffe-eau
house?
de Sawyer?
No, I
Bien
did
sûr que
not.
non. Vous êtes
Out
malade
of
ou
your
quoi?
mind?
Pourquoi il s'est barré en courant, sale bâtard? On me bat les couilles, je t'ai dit.
Give me something, Varley, or I'll put it all on you.
Je vous mets tout sur le dos.
Hey, look, I could try to pin this on
Je
one of the other
pourrais
guys,
accuser un autre
but I'd
gars,
just be
il
making
faudrait
something
que
up.
j'invente un beau bar. Putain!
Oh, you're not even gonna hear me out?
C'est que c'est lui, là.
Word is, you're in the pocket of some property developer?
Never. I got principles.
How did Suburban put the squeeze on you? Did they find out about your record?
There's no way you can link me to Suburban.
You're wasting your time. Hey, buddy, why don't you stand around some more while I sneak out that door? What'd I tell you? This is stupid. Now, when am I going to be able to get out of here?
We're done for now.
So what happens?
You're either going back to Detroit to face a murder rap, or you're staying here to answer for these arsons.
Yeah, I want to make homicide. You know you've got it made if you can get to that desk.
Quoi? Mais non.
Advice?
Let's lay a charge at one of these guys and put this to bed.
Putain, je peux même pas.
I'll do my talking to the judge. I am done talking to you.
Il est où le troisième?
Need a drink. I got the jitters again.
Je suis dégoûté. Putain, je suis dégoûté. Je suis dégoûté. Je suis dégoûté. Je vais refaire. Dégage ta merde.
Hey, I gave his wife a tap. I said, oh,
That bum took a swipe at me. I put him down in my sap.
So what next?
Let's lay a charge at one of these guys and put this to bed.
I didn't want to arrest the kid, so I gave him a dusting he didn't forget.
Matthew Ryan, I'm charging you with committing a series of arsons and for the murders of Hank Sawyer, Edwina Sawyer, Henry Sawyer, and Jessica Sawyer.
You're putting an innocent man away here. Do you hear me? I didn't set any fires. I didn't kill that family.
Ah, je sais. Mais c'est un jeu de merde.
Phelps, what you did to your wife and kids was un-American.
My wife threw me out.
Did I ask for your opinion? You're here to listen to mine. What I was going to say, before I was interrupted, was you did a good job on the Stephen Sawyer case. We don't often get results in arson, so well done.
What about me? Do I get a little stamp by my hand or a lollipop or something?
What you get is another case. A bad one, unfortunately.
You're 2 blocks behind 1st and 2nd.
We have more buildings to clear. You know our orders,
There's
Sergeant.
barely a building left standing or not on fire in your zone, Cole. Is your sector full of Japs?
Questioning my command.
The captain doesn't want anyone falling behind.
Tell the captain we will join him when the job is done.
Just give us the word, Sarge. We'll take care of him. He should be sectioned. That Jap lover's a fucking liability.
We're here to kill Japs, not our own people.
Star-crossed son of a bitch. No one wants to serve under him. He's bad fucking luck.
Can it? We have a job to do here. If I can live with it, you can too.
Aux Champs-Élyséens.
House fire. Bad one. At least 4 Vicks. Get out there and find out what you can. The address is 650 North Hobart.
I know that face. That's the guy who busted all those Negro drug pushers last week, isn't it?
You think the Vice boys get any on this side?
Ah, ça fout le seum.
Am I missing something here?
Quand t'arrives pas à résoudre le truc.
You hear about Rancho Escondido?
Are we having a conversation, Biggs?
Okay, fuck it. Forget I.
I'm teasing you.
Tell me about it. The new housing developments, a couple of weeks from completion. Burnt to the ground last night. GIs are ready to move in this weekend. Developer's gonna have some very angry customers.
Any unit in the vicinity, a citizen reports.
T'as entendu parler de Rancho, tu me fais la conversation. C'est un nouvel ensemble immobilier à 2 semaines d'être achevé. Il a entièrement cramé la nuit dernière. Des GI étaient sur le point d'aménager. Le promoteur va avoir la visite de clients furieux. C'est dommage pour Chapman. Le bureau des incendies essaie de le coincer depuis des années.
Shame about Jeff. The arson desk has been trying to nail that son of a bitch for years.
He's still in custody, Herschel.
Want to bet? Fella kicked the moose already. Can't hold him for misdemeanor cigarettes and matches.
Oh ouais, le troisième là. Ah, c'était lui, tellement je me rappelais même plus. Le troisième, c'était le premier.
R11K responding.
11K, roger. 459 there now at 38 North Catalina Street, code
2. Cops! Shit!
Stop! LAPD!
Course-poursuite.
Stay on his ass, Cole. Don't lose him. close and steer him off the tar. Keep it steady and I'll try to bust his tires.
But I'm scared to go to prison, mister. They'll take one.
Je veux pas aller en prison, monsieur. J'ai raté le rang maximum.
Next corner, go left. Hang the left up there.
Incendie de maison. On va devoir m'en foutre suburbaine. Ah, désolé. Je croyais que j'allais juste aux toilettes, mais finalement j'ai pris une douche.
You guys better see this. I hope you have strong stomachs.
J'espère que vous avez l'estomac bien accroché.
Do you have a name?
On a un nom?
Morelli, Mike. We recovered a picture of the family.
Photo de la famille.
Okay. Anything else? To be honest, I just got here, Phelps.
Moi, j'arrive en
Best you talk to Lynch. He's the expert.
avec Lynch, c'est lui.
Doesn't make any sense. Why aren't they scattered around like the rest of the debris?
I think they've been moved. Je crois qu'ils ont été déplacés.
I think someone moved them after the explosion and before the fire.
Can you explain that, please?
I'm almost positive the cause of death is asphyxiation due to gas inhalation. Look at the parts of their bodies that aren't scorched. The coloring around the fingertips is typical.
They wouldn't have felt a thing.
I think the fire damage is post-mortem. I think someone moved them into this room after the explosion.
It still doesn't make any sense. Why would you run into a burning building?
What are they doing?
Rare effect is from the fire. Muscles and tendons contract.
Pierre, les muscles et les tendons se contractent. Ah, d'accord.
You catch all the good ones, Phelps.
Mais comment il les a mis dans ces... tous comme ça? On dirait en prière. Bizarre. Ah, c'est chaud.
You ever think about how many people have died in this world and how big heaven would have to be to accommodate them bigs?
No, I have not. Show some respect.
Là ouais, on dirait qu'ils sont en prière et tout. Ça doit être un religieux fanatique ou un délire.
It's our boy.
C'est notre homme.
I think he watches the fires. I think the Sawyer fire went wrong.
But what about the guy we have in jail, Phelps?
We got the wrong guy.
That doesn't explain why he ran into a burning building. What would make anyone do that?
Guilt.
For the fires?
For his mistake. This guy wants to burn houses, not families. He expects the houses to be empty. He was trying to redeem himself. Probably thought they'd be happier together.
You are one very disturbed individual, Phelps. I know you had it rough lately, but you should start to compartmentalize your thoughts.
You could be right. Can you come up with an alternative explanation?
I'm sure it's the same guy.
Are you telling me that some son of a bitch murdered these people, the whole family, and arranged them here like Cupid dolls?
Might fit, Cole, but I don't think we could ever prove it. There's very little evidence.
Evidence?
Albert, check out the hot water system. Make sure we're dealing with the same MO.
Sure, Phelps. I'll get back to you.
Leave the rest to us, Cole. You better find out what's eating digs.
C'est tout trouvé quand même. Oh, le bois il n'a pas brûlé. Oh, il y a une fuite. Ah ouais, avec l'explosion. C'est bizarre. Apparemment, il n'y a rien à trouver. En tout cas, ouais, il n'y a rien à trouver. Dans la chambre, peut-être.
It would take a smarter man than me to connect that.
Guitare miniature.
So something finally got to you.
You want my help, pretty boy? You got it. You keep riding me and you won't be pretty much longer.
We can get this guy, Herschel.
You think you've seen everything, Phelps? I was with the 2nd Marines at Bella Wood. The things that went on in that farmhouse. My own guys on fire, screaming for a way out. You're not gonna get this guy. There's gonna be no photos and no citations. We're gonna kill this miserable fuck. End of story. You getting this?
You remember the list from the travel agent?
Sure.
The Morellis were winners too. Their name was on that list.
Christ. We should take a look around, work the neighbors, see what they know. I'll go across the street.
Okay, I'll try this side.
I haven't done this for years.
You don't look like a fireman, son.
Le chauffe-eau, il est où? Tiens. Los Angeles, Californie. Reginald Varley.
Looks like the same model.
On dirait le même modèle. Reginald Varley. Il s'appelait pas comme ça, il s'appelait Varley autrement. Ah, je sais même plus.
This is the flashpoint. The heater detonated with enough force to expose the foundations.
C'est impressionnant. Tout. Ça a pété jusque-là. Impressionnant, hein.
LAPD. Can you tell me anything about the fire next door?
Terrible luck. Imagine after having won that weekend away.
What's your name, sir?
Foreman. Dudley Foreman.
Did you see or hear anything that might have...
Look, we were asleep when we heard the explosion.
You didn't like Morelli, did you?
Some neighbors you get along with, some you don't. Guess they should have sold up.
What do you mean?
They're knocking down all these old houses and building a new subdivision for GIs. Morelli was being difficult.
You said someone is knocking these houses down?
Elysian Fields. You must know them. Their billboards, that Monroe character beaming down at you. We've had an offer for the house.
Did the Morellis want to sell?
I don't know.
You knew that everyone else had sold up, but you didn't know about your next-door neighbor?
Like I said, we had some history.
You said the Morellis had won a weekend away to Catalina Island?
Yeah, that's right. First thing I thought after the explosion was, thank goodness they was away. Then I find out they were still in there.
Who was running the competition?
What? I don't know.
Qui a organisé ce concours? Attends, il faut que je relise tout là. Avez-vous entendu quelque chose? Non, dormez quand on a entendu l'explosion. Vous n'aimez pas Morelli, hein? On s'entend avec certains voisins. Il reste toutes ces vieilles bicoques pour construire un nouvel ensemble pour Lydia et Morelli faisait le difficile. Vous dites que quelqu'un rend ces maisons. Vous devez connaître leur panneau avec ce type. Mon autre sourire, on nous a fait une offre pour la maison. Les Morelli comptaient vendre, je ne sais pas. Vous savez que tout le monde a vendu, mais vous ne savez pas c'est le cas de votre voisin immédiat. Je vous l'ai dit, on ne s'entend pas bien. Vous dites que les Morelli avaient gagné un voyage à Catalina Island. Oui, c'est bien ça. Quand la maison a explosé, je me suis dit Dieu merci, ils ne sont pas là. Après, j'ai compris qu'ils n'étaient pas encore partis. Qui organise le concours? Quoi? J'en sais rien.
I think you know plenty about the competition, Mr. Foreman. I think Morelli was holding out, and that was threatening all the other sales that were taking place around here.
That may or may not be true. You can speculate all you like, but you have no way of proving what you just said.
J'ai même pas compris ce qu'il a dit.
Sorry. Sometimes you have to shake the tree to see what falls out. I need more, Mr. Foreman. Tell me what you know about the Suburban Redevelopment Fund.
I know nothing about it. I've never heard of them.
I'm stumped. Ideas?
We need more from the neighbors, Cole. Keep working it.
I'm at a loss.
We need more from the neighbors, Cole. Keep working it.
Show's over. Keep moving, all of you.
Oh putain, qu'est-ce qu'il va prendre?
All a man can do is put in a prayer for the dead. That's about all I've got to say about it.
Please tell me what's going on.
This is a crime scene. All of you move along.
Mais pourquoi il reste là? Pourquoi il continue à être sur la carte? Je comprends pas. Je peux rien
All a
faire.
man can do is put in a prayer for the dead. That's about all I've got to say about it.
Ah, ça me rappelle, je sais même pas. quoi qui m'a échappé là? Il attend que je l'arrête, il attend quoi?
No usable evidence out here. Sorry. You have to take what you got and get to work.
J'ai rien, y a pas un téléphone. Qu'est-ce qui se passe, putain?
His name is Phelps.
Two peanuts are walking down the street. One was assaulted.
Je pense quoi ce bâtard? Ça m'énerve, puis je suis fatigué, ça me fatigue encore plus, c'est bon.